And that's another thing that I think that has aided in my weight loss is the fact that I eat some fucked up shit. Let me just go and say that. I do eat some fucked up shit, but I try to stick to a 80-20 alkaline rule. Which means 80% of my intake is alkaline and it's 20% bullshit. And it's worked for me. Everybody have to have something that works for them. Everything ain't gonna work for everybody. For me, I'm 5'5". As of today, I weigh 181.6. My weight goes from 178 to 186, 87, somewhere around there. And so right now I'm 181.6. And for Christmas, one thing that I will come on and get with my full little unitard on and my little, yoga pants and all that. I'm gonna give it to you. Yeah. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you like that, okay? Because now I'm getting ready to be on some old, this trampoline shit. I had got me a rebounder for Christmas. And what it is a mini trampoline, but the formal term for it is called rebounding. And so I got a nice 48 inch one for Christmas. And I love it. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God. Now, when I first got it and I started jumping on it, your body go through a little this and that in the beginning. Let me just go on and tell you. Because the rebounding is good for your thyroid, is good for holistic health, it's good for your digestive system, it's good for your immune system, and so many things. Do your research on it. Let me know how it go. And Helen was saying that she's been eyeing one, and that because I had posted it on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and so some of you guys have been asking me about it. But when you first start doing it though, and you begin jumping, now you only doing this like 15 minutes a day. You can break it up at 3 5-minute intervals, which I've done it like that, or you could do the full 15 minutes, but it's equivalent to a 60-minute treadmill run. And so, I begin to get my own little routine in it, and, doing my own way on how I want to do it or whatever. But oh my God. So I'm gonna come on and put my little, my little workout gear on, and and I'm gonna demonstrate it and show you guys how it works and all that other kind of stuff. And show you guys what I'm working with today. I did my measurements yesterday. I posted it on Facebook, and my waist is about 27 1/4, something like that. My waist is really coming down a great deal. This ass and this hips, it's like ain't moving, and I'm okay with it. I could wear a size 12 jeans, and a size 10 give me a hell of a camel toe, but it's holding everything like you would not believe. So I'm like, okay, well, do I want to be like a real cool 10, or do I want to be a 12? So I'm kind of teeter-totter between 10 and a 12, and it's cool for me, because I don't desire to be no smaller than this. I've never really been any smaller than this, so I have no desire to do that. You know what I mean? I've already won. I've conquered it. I wanted to be 200 pounds. That was my whole thing. And to come from 343 pounds to get to 181, nigga, I done lost a whole nother motherfucking individual. Okay, so I have to say that everything don't work for everybody, and one of my cousins got the gastric bypass, and now it seems like she's gaining the weight back, and it's like, oh my God, not my cousin, the one that came here, another one of my cousins, and it's like, damn, what the fuck, and she got the ruin why. She got the ruin why, and she lost about 100 pounds, and then she just stopped. She didn't lose no more, and now it's like she's saying, like, it seems like it's starting to come back up, and I'm like, oh my God. So, people believe that, you go through such invasive type of things that it's going to be your cure-all and be-all, and it's not always so. What it is simply a tool to get you on track to lose the weight. It's not going to be, okay, well, I'm going to get this right here. They're going to put my ass to sleep, bitch. I'm going to wake up in the morning, nigga, I'm Baywatch. No, it's not. You still have to do the work. You still have to be diligent, because, see, one thing about having a weight problem, them motherfuckers will find a way to consume them goddamn calories and to still, get that shit in. You know what I'm saying? Whether they chewing it up or spitting it out, because I was one of them motherfuckers. That's why it took me 20 years to get here, okay? Because I still wanted to eat, and I was like, nigga, look, check this out. You telling me I can't have this Western bacon cheeseburger? The hell you preach, nigga? I was chewing that shit up, spitting it out. You know, because I still had to have that taste. And it wasn't until, if you guys look back in my videos, it wasn't until I began to start living a more of a holistic type life and start going alkaline, Mr. Malibu, baby, I love you. I love you. And I, like I was telling him around Christmas time, oh, baby hooked me up for Christmas. I ain't gonna even get into all of that, but thank you, baby. But um, I really credit you for my progress, because if you guys remember when he and I went to Post and Beams, and the very first time he had given me that alkaline water, it changed my life that day. And I told him that I really liked it. That I really liked it. Ain't that something? I had told him that I really liked the water. And ever since then, baby has sent me quarterly. I get 4 cases every 3 months. Now I got it in November, so I guess I'll probably get another 4 boxes, probably February or something like that. But it's like clockwork. It never fails. For the past few years, if you look at my weight loss and you look at my transformation, I really contributed to the alkaline water and the apple cider vinegar. Doing the alkaline lifestyle for me has been what has gotten me over the hump in my weight loss journey. You understand what I'm saying? Because I had plateaued for a long time, and then after I had that medical scare in 2010, I had went back up to like 250 pounds, because see, they had me on TPN, and when I was having that TPN and I was getting it through my neck here, when they had that, oh my God, I gained so much weight. If you guys look back at video 5 and video 6, it's called video 5. It's called video 6. I have like damn near 1 million views on that video. But I was just getting out of the hospital, and I was just, oh my God, and I was so huge that day. And I remember it like it was yesterday, though it was somewhat of a haze and a blur. But, it was a really, really, really dark time. And it took me to, I didn't want to go back to like my internist or anything like that. I still got my fibroid, to believe it or not. Now I'm going to, because I had a body scan in September, this past September. And so now I have some things that, they have to look into. And I just haven't come on here and, oh, y'all, I'm sick. I don't need that sympathy plea. You know what I'm saying? So nah, as far as I'm concerned, just keep your girl in prayer like you've been doing, and we're going to keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to give nothing like that, no energy. And so, but since then, I've been having to get like my thyroid and different things looked at and such. And so, thus the reason I went to more of a holistic life, because I was like, you know what? I have to clean my shit up. You know what I'm saying? I have to, I had to go through the ABCs: airway, breathing, and circulation. So I'm like, okay, let me get back to my nursing and realize, okay, I need circulation, I need airway, and I need to breathe. So to do those things, let me start a holistic lifestyle and start doing some things in hopes that it would turn some things around for me. And it has. My I haven't had my blood work done in some time, but I did have it done in the summertime, and oh my God, just awesome. No cholesterol issues, no this, that. But again, I attribute it to the alkaline water, my alkaline lifestyle, and my sauna. That sauna was the best purchase that I had made. It set me back a few grand. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a cheap purchase, but the thing is, um, the longevity of it all. And now I have it insured under my insurance policy. So if this motherfucker go out, I'm gonna need y'all motherfuckers to go ahead on and go ahead on, take that $500 deductible, but run me another one. And now basically I'm gonna be paying $500 for me a brand new state of the art Bluetooth, this, that. Yeah. So so that I attributed to that, and I also attributed to um I do more passive workouts nowadays. And I have to say that when I was in the gym and I was doing all this and on the elliptical and all that, I was getting results. Don't misunderstand me. But if you look back when I was doing those things and you look now, there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? The bulkiness in me has gone. You know, my collarbone, I mean, y'all, I just got up and put this on, so I'm naked as a jaybird up under this motherfucker, so I ain't gonna let it go too tough. But like, look at my collarbone and my bone structure, and you know what I'm saying? Look at how I'm aging. Look at my skin. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, it's real buttery, it's soft. I dry brush every day. I do meditate every day, and I have to say that the things that I am doing is working for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to say anything. My pictures and stuff will speak for itself. Is it working or not? I don't have to come on and say, oh, y'all, look, check this out. I lost 5 pounds. I don't have to come on here and say, you know, guys, I'm starting to do something else. No. All you have to do is just look. Do you see results or you don't? And for me, I go where the energy flow. If I'm trying something and it's not working for me, it's hard for me to steadfast with that. It's time for me to move on to something else because that's not working. So for me, it doesn't take me a long time to realize if the shit is not working or not. You know what I mean? And then too, I stopped putting all that extra shit in the house. I'm not gonna have 49 boxes of this. I'm not gonna. Why? If I'm on a weight loss journey, why am I stocking my house with all this shit? It's contraindicating to where I'm going. Somebody has to eat it. And if it's not going to be me, it's going to be my children. And now, my kids are so diligent to whereas now my daughter, for Christmas, she had got her little, I got her one of those, you know, like a Fitbit or whatever. And she's so excited. Like now, it's like, you know, her whole thing was to get up to 10,000 steps a day. And now, last night was the first time that she had got to her 10,000 steps. And she was so jazzed about it. She was like, Mom, oh my God. And now she's starting to see a difference in her waistline. And, you know, and she's like, Mom, you know, I'm just, you know, by the time I'm in the 12th grade, you know, for my 12th grade year, I really want to not have a weight problem. And as I was telling my daughter, that I was the same way. I was shaped the same way. My daughter's just high yellow. You know what I'm saying? She's just much lighter than me. But we look the same. Even though she's like the spitting image of her dad. Isn't she? So you guys can see. Y'all see my daughter. I put it on my Facebook. I think, did I even put it on my fan page on Facebook? You guys go over there and go see. I know it's on my Instagram. It's on my Instagram, my Twitter, my Tumblr, and it's on my personal Facebook page. And I posted a picture of my daughter. Now that's my daughter. The other bullshit that's tumbling around this motherfucker, I don't know. Cause I don't go to the alley. I don't go to none of that shit. But I do like the traffic that shit brings though. Because oh my God, I've been getting like over 57% of my views are from outside sources. And it has the alley on there or whatever. Man, so thank you for keeping me in the mouths of some of them motherfuckers that, you know what I'm saying, because my viewership, like I said before, was well over 450,000 for last month. So, you know, it's, thank you, you know. And so, but yeah, so my daughter is, you know, she's really coming into her own about her weight thing, and so now I'm starting her on Weight Watchers, and so we're gonna do that, and I'm just pretty much just going in support of her because at 17 I went and did Weight Watchers as well. The same school that my daughter goes to, I went there too. Actually, one of my partners that I was at that school with is now the principal of this school. Isn't that something? We're both class of 89 from this school, and now here my daughter is here. So it's like, and then some of the teachers are, you know, some alumni and stuff. So it's kind of cool, and it's like you know, everybody's working hand in hand to, you know, with my babies. You know, with my son, you know. My son, they put my baby in varsity. So he was placed in varsity, y'all. He did like a month or 2 months as a freshman football player. He's defensive line. And they bumped him to varsity before the season was even over. But see, my baby had been playing football since he was like 5 years old, and he was playing flag. You know, Tony's a football and basketball official, and now he's doing college level. So he's traveling all over the place doing Pac-12, and he's been doing a Pac-12 over here, and then he's over there on the East Coast now doing a lot of. So they're traveling him abroad. He's going to NFL, and I don't want to get into all that, but anyway, so my baby has been affiliated with sports all his life, and so now we're looking into different camps. It's a Nike camp, and different camps and stuff that football camps and stuff that we're getting him involved in and stuff. So so it's a lot of cool things going on. My kids are really, really, and my oldest is he's my oldest son is, oh my god, I just love him. I just love him. I love him to pieces. I love the young man that he is. Fuck the fact of what his lifestyle is. As a black mother, yes, it was kind of hard to accept that my son is gay. But it was far worth me accepting it than for me to lose him. Because there's so many kids that are out here that are homeless, that are, just runaways and stuff because their parents could not accept the fact that they were gay. The family was, giving them all kind of grief and stuff. I'm not getting ready to do that to not now. One of mine come and say, I'm just right here. Look, check this out. Hey, look, to God be the glory. You are my child and you are a child of God. This is not my decision to make. This is your journey. This is mine. This is what I built for me. So now you're going to have to start building a foundation for you. And if this is what we're doing, then this is what we're doing. I'm going to love you anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's our understanding. And that's just the way that is. No, I'm not going to be on the float and all that kind of shit. I ain't finna do none of that shit. But, I love my son and I accept him for who he is. And hey, it is what it is. He's also working on his weight because he also has a weight issue. And so he's working on that. But, I have very, very good looking children as well. You know what I'm saying? I have very good looking kids. And, they battle the weight problem. Now, Isaiah, my baby, he doesn't even, he's stocky. You know what I'm saying? But he's very athletic. And he's athletic built. And he's just a solid boy. You know what I mean? He's about 5'8". No, he's going on 5'9". He wears a size 16 in men's shoe. And he ain't fucking around. He will lay your motherfucking ass down. And when it comes down to his mama, he be like, man, look. He had told Kenny one day, he was like, Mr. Kenny, look, I respect you. You my mom's dude and all that. But if you ever do anything to my mom, if you ever have my mom crying, and I see you have my mom crying, dude, it's going to be me and you. And I mean no disrespect, bro. But you do something to my mom, and that's like doing something to me, and it ain't going to go down. And I was like, oh my God. And that's the way he said it. There was no grin. There was no nothing. And we were all in the kitchen. We're cooking and all that kind of stuff. And me and Kenny, we were having a couple of words, whatever. And my son was in the den. He was playing a video game. His friends were over and all that. He put that controller down. He was in there with his friends. He came in and he said, look, bro, hey, look, Mr. Kenny, no disrespect, but look, this is my mom. And he just gave him the 100. And Kenny was like, he had to shake his hand. He said, man, let me shake your hand. Because I can't do nothing but respect that. It is what it is. My sons are very, very protective of me. My daughter is very, very protective of me. And I just love my kids. I just love my kids. My kids are my everything. It's me plus 3, and there's no one can come between me and my kids. I just love them that much. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how. I could not move on with my life and not be whole with my kids. And my kids are everything to me. So, anyway, back onto this holistic life and this anti-aging stuff. Okay, this is it's a facial toner, okay? And this is the Trinity. And this is the mini, this is the small one. Okay, and this is the activating gel that you use to do this. I've already looked at the videos. I've already, and one thing I do know that there's not one woman of color on YouTube that has done this on this platform. And so I'm like, oh my God, I'll be the one. I'll do it. So I haven't. If there is one, then therefore, hey girl, you know what I'm saying? Because there's no trailblazers. We everything that we do is a remix of something else. So, it's not about that. But anyway, but yeah, hey girl, and let me know how it's working for you because I have to say that this is an expensive device, and to God be the glory that I am able to do these things and then bring it forth to the platform and give you ladies some options on some different things that you might want to try. Now, for me, once again, I'm 5'5", O positive. That is my blood type. So certain things might work for me that may not work for you. Okay, but I am going to try this. But in the midst of it all, I just took this out of my bathroom. So bear with me. I loved it so much. I had to get the big one. Okay, but just I had to keep this one just for now to show you guys that I do have both. Because some people be like, yeah, what happened to, oh, so you had to take the other one back before you can get this one, so you had to get the money back to buy that. Some people come with some real crazy shit, but your girl is pretty much 100. You know what I'm saying? You guys can pretty much y'all see what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, I loved it so much that this is the mini, and this is the full device, and